Hey, what's up guys, SoldierKnowsBest here. Apple today just held their WWDC keynote where they announced all their new products and software that they're coming out with either today or later on down the line. So they hold this conference every single year. I held a live stream here on YouTube while they announced all the new things, but this is going to be my recap video. I'm not going to cover every single little thing, and you can go to apple.com to see all that stuff. I'm going to try to cover the big stuff that they announced. First is going to start with the laptops. Now they did revamp the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro lineup, the current lineup. They bumped up the specs a little bit, the graphics performance is there, but no really new design changes to those current ones. But they did save the best for last with that when they announced the new redesign, all new redesigned MacBook Pro. And this is a 15.4-inch MacBook Pro with the brand new Retina display. So the Retina display that's been on the iPhone and the iPad now is coming to the laptops. So it has a resolution of 2880 by 1800 and 220 ppi. And just from the pictures and videos that I've seen of the display, it just looks amazing. And also too, the OS will be revamped and upgraded to be able to take advantage of that extra resolution. And also to Final Cut Pro, for example, now you'll be able to have a full 1080p preview window of the video that you're going to be editing. So the Retina display is definitely a welcome addition. And it will also be coming standard with 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is going to be upgradable to 16 gigabytes if you wanted to. And also come packed in with an NVIDIA GeForce GT 650 mobile graphics card with 1 gigabyte of GDDR5 memory inside of it. Also, it will have a 720p FaceTime camera, so have an HD camera on the front of it with dual microphones to help with the audio quality. It will come with a Thunderbolt port, a couple of USB 3.0 ports, which also the other MacBook Pros will be getting as well. And then also have an HDMI port and an SDXC card slot, and it will be boasting 7 hours battery life with 30-day standby time. So if you look at the inside of the new MacBook Pro, almost half of the thing is just the battery itself. It's kind of similar to the iPad, so it should have very impressive battery life. And they'll come with two different models. The first one will start off at $2,200, and that'll feature a 2.3 gigahertz Intel Core i7 quad-core processor, and that'll have 256 gigabytes of flash storage. And then the second model will start off at $2,800. That'll have 2.6 gigahertz quad-core i7 processor, and that'll come with 512 gigabytes of flash storage, and that flash storage can be upgraded to that. And again, both of these machines can have the RAM upgraded from 8 gigabytes all the way up to 16 gigabytes. So price-wise, I think some people were kind of satisfied with it. It still is very pricey, but I think overall these new MacBook Pros definitely stole the show, and I just can't wait to get my hands on one to be able to see that Retina display in person. And then they talked about macOS 10 Mountain Lion, which is the Snow Leopard Update 2 line that came out not too long ago. So anyway, Mountain Lion will be coming with some new features. They've talked about the new AirPlay mirroring, just like you find on iOS devices now. You can send your desktop or send the video straight from your iMac or your MacBook Pro to your TV set via the Apple TV. And there also will be new Facebook and Twitter integration throughout the entire system. Now, it does have a new sharing button in the OS, which you can share on your photos or emails or web pages if you're in Safari very easily. So you'll be able to share things very quickly to your Facebook and Twitter account after you log into those. And also we'll have a notification center to keep things updated as far as what things are happening on your system. You'll be able to find that in that notification center. And then also we'll have a new feature called Power Nap, which is going to just be saving on energy and try to save you money and help keep the world greener, I guess. And so it'll be, downloading updates in the background and all the different types of stuff, kind of minimal tasks like that, but it'll put most of your computer to sleep, again, to try to save on energy. But the best thing about Mountain Lion is that, one, it's going to be coming in about a month, and two, it's only going to be $19.99. Yes, $20 to get the latest operating system update to your Mac. So that's not a bad price at all. Now it's going to talk about iOS 6, which a lot of people are really interested. See what Apple's going to do to respond to all the new features and new goodies in Android. But anyway, they are going to be doing an upgrade to Siri in iOS 6, which will bring new features like being able to tell you sports scores and if your favorite team won or lost last night, and also individual information about players. And if you're looking for restaurants now, it'll be synced in with OpenTable, which is a reservation system, and they'll be able to tell you how many tables are open at that individual restaurant. And if you're looking for a movie, you'll be able to ask Siri for all the movies by Denzel Washington, or you'll be able to find different reviews via Rotten Tomatoes on those different movies right in Siri, which is nice. And what a lot of people have been waiting for ever since the Twitter integration, you'll now be getting full Facebook integration. So you'll be able to log in one time into settings, and all the applications that use Facebook, which is almost everything, will now automatically be signed into it. And then also now you can send photos and different things directly from your phone to Facebook and post them on there. And then also there's a cool thing called shared photo stream with the photo stream that they introduced in iOS 5. So now you can have a specific stream just with your friends or just with your family or just with another person if you wanted to. And just you guys and gals can upload photos to that photo stream, and you can comment on them, and also you can like them as well. So I think it's a pretty nice feature and update to photo stream. And another thing that Apple is really excited to talk about was the new Passbook application, which allows you to combine things like your boarding pass or your movie tickets or your Starbucks gift card all in one single application. So it allows developers to add this functionality into their applications, and now you can have a one-stop shop to get this type of information that you want to be able to pull up very, very fast and not have to search through multiple different applications. And the cool thing, like with the boarding pass, it'll send you a push notification, say your gate changes or your flight is delayed. It'll send that from that application itself. So Passbook, I think, is a winner in my book. Now, regarding FaceTime, they didn't announce any new features for it, but now it will be able to be used over cellular signal. So some carriers may allow you to use it over 3G and 4G LTE in the upcoming future. And then they also talked about some of the new things you can do with the phone app. So basically, if you're in the lock screen, one thing you can do now, if you do receive an incoming call, there's a little button there on the right. You can tap that. And now you can send that person a direct message saying, hey, I'm in a meeting right now, or I'm too busy. You can send that as a text message or iMessage, or you can send them directly to voicemail from that. You can also set a reminder to individual phone calls. So say you're in a movie theater, you get a phone call, but you want the phone to remind you to call that person once you leave the movie theater. You can set up a reminder using the GPS and it will do that, or you can set it with a timer if you wanted to. In an hour, remind me to call this person back. So I do like all these new features for the phone application. And now they have a do not disturb feature, which will allow you to shut off all phone calls, all incoming phone calls, but allow only certain people that you will want to get calls from. So say you have a group in your contact list for your kids or for a certain amount of friends, you will only be able to receive information from them or a call from them and block out everybody else. So this will be very, very useful in certain situations. Another big announcement is that Apple has gotten rid of Google Maps. So no more Google. They're trying to get as much as Google off of the phone as possible. But now they have their own Maps application, which I don't blame them, but it actually looks to be very, very useful. Now the quality of the maps look very detailed, and they have a nice layout for 3D maps and this new flyover feature where you can fly over certain landmarks and things like that. They actually went in a helicopter and got this information and took all these different photos and stitched them all together. And it just looked really cool if you ever watch it in the demo itself. And what people have been asking for years, and what Android users have been using for years, now we have built-in native turn-by-turn directions. So now you'll be able to get directions right from it, and Siri will be talking to you, navigating you to your destination. And it looks like some people have dived into the beta already and found out that Apple is using TomTom and maybe some other services in this type of turn-by-turn navigation there, but it seems to work very well. Now that's just some of the 200 new features that are coming to iOS 6. It will be available in the fall, more than likely right alongside the launch of the next iPhone. But if you are in the iOS developer program, which costs $100 a year, you can download the beta right now today to go to check out some of these new features. Now some of the things that didn't get mentioned in the keynote but also happened today, the Mac Pros did get an update, most of it just internal, but it didn't get anything like USB 3.0 or Thunderbolt and things like that, which is kind of sad. And also there is a new iPad smart case, which is a full case that covers everything, which is made by Apple. So it should be very similar to the smart cover, but now it's just a full case for full protection. So anyway, guys, this is my total recap of the WWDC keynote from Apple today. Leave a comment down below what you think about everything I talked about. I know I talked very fast, but it was so much information. You can watch the keynote right now at apple.com if you want to see the whole thing in its entirety. And thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you later. Peace.